What's up, Y97? Pasha Pyro. Thank you for tuning the replay. All right, so let's just get right to the announcement. You guys been following the page, the channel for a while here, so you know, the Y97 channel is based off energy, and that's how we got everything breaking down to etymology and everything. You've seen the tarot cards being used at the end to tie the message all together. I've been building on that energy. So just to what I want to do is, I got the new channel and the new Facebook group. It's gonna be called the Tarot Files. So go ahead to the Facebook page and go ahead to your Facebook, while you're watching this, if you want to, and join the group, the Tarot Files, and join the group, the Tarot Files, and the YouTube channel is gonna be where the next soul tarot videos will start to come out on. So you'll still have the Y7 channel with the knowledge and etymology and the topics and the current events and all that stuff, and then we'll have the Tarot Files for exclusively tarot readings and general purpose readings and stuff like that for tarot. All right, so that's the announcement with that. This is gonna be for today. We're gonna be doing the reading for or the therapy. Start calling myself. I'm gonna call this therapy. We're not. Remind me to use the word therapy. It's not reading. This is your therapy for next week, Monday through Sunday, from Pasha Pyro. All right, so it's gonna be for November 23rd through the 29th. Okay, so that's what we hitting at right now, and appreciate y'all patience while I put all this stuff together and everything. All right, so today I'm gonna be using the 8 Coins Tattoo Tarot deck. And what we want to look for first is we want to see what's going to be at the core next week. Okay, we got the Page of Pentacles jumped out. Let's see here. Let me get y'all this picture. You know how we do at the Tarot Files. So give me a second here. Hope all y'all had a great week. Enjoying y'all weekend, and we're gonna get ready for next week with this detail right here. Okay, so again, go ahead and subscribe to the Tarot Files YouTube channel, and go to the Facebook page and check that out. Okay. And we're pulling that up before the screen for you now. Pop, pop, pop. And this is what we got here. All right, we got the Page of Pentacles. So that's gonna be the core of the week, and the Pentacles is all about that coin bag. All right, so get my notes together here, and see what we talking about. So So the Page of Pentacles is like the person providing hopes, right? Talented one, and one who has great potential, master of gold hands. King Midas out there, I see you. Your perfectly working mind student is able to use knowledge in practice, right? So, let's see here, we got the Page of Pentacles. Let's drop some details in here for y'all. All right, it's gonna be about your hopes. Okay, giving hope. Is that gonna be to you, or are you giving hope to somebody else? A talented one. Okay, and it's about great potential. We're gonna see what that is. Is it your potential? Somebody close to your potential? Like the Midas touch. We're gonna put it like that. Everything you touch turn to gold, and you got that that knowledge, right? You're putting it to use, right? So that's what we got going on there. And let's see here. So the events, right, is the attainment of a profession. So you might be getting a job, you know what I'm saying? You might be starting your own business or brand. You might be expanding. You see what I'm saying? So, and that's putting your mind, your King Midas touch, right? You're putting all that to your own business or brand, and it's coming together for you. So perfect time to do that. End of the year, getting ready for the next year. See what happens with that. Improvement skills. You're building. You're improving. Now, as far as your businesses, you got financial structures. You might be forming some partnerships there. It's growing. A tendency to develop, and sometimes so you're growing, and you might be dealing with some different languages. So that goes into right into what I was talking about earlier. So I got here so you can actually see the notes. So I don't want you to have to try to remember everything and be so this will help you have the key points as we go along. So stay with me, and if you got some ideas of how to make this better for you, then by all means shoot it over to me. I'm growing the channel. We're gonna build this. It's gonna do what it's do. I'm just here hoping I help some people out with this. So basically you're gonna be growing some businesses, right? Possibly, or you're gonna be around some growing business, and the relationships are gonna be about that, right? So the people you coming in contact with are gonna be about their business or about building. All right, so pay attention to that. And let me see here. Will be about their business and growing, right? Okay, so your health is gonna be not bad. Everything gonna be good. Just keep your vitamins and minerals up. Now, the advice is to learn some handicraft and obtain additional education, right? So, study your craft, because that definitely ties right in to giving you that ability to grow and expand. And if you're gonna get some, the extra, the studying is gonna be actually what is getting the additional education. So maybe you got the product and you need to know how to market it. Maybe you got maybe you're marketing it and over here you need to find out how to get it over there. So study, go beyond where right? So The result is like you should be able to, it says here, you shall be able to speak up and show one's abilities, right? So it's gonna build your confidence, okay? So that's at the core. It's a building your confidence. All right. 2020 hit a lot of people hard, and it's got a lot of stuff going on with the world, in-house, in the community. So, this is the time you're gonna restore yourself. You're gonna move on to that next part of your life, or enhance where you at, right? What you're doing. So don't worry about it. This is the perfect time. A lot of people are taking advantage of this time to do exactly what that card is talking about. If you're in the house, because you don't want to have to go to you don't want to have to go to war with the world. You might just be in the crib if this gets worse again or what have you, or maybe you've taken advantage of the time that you were in the house because things were closed, and this is what you've been doing. Okay, you've been focusing on the hope, because if it gets worse, ain't nothing you can do about it. But if it gets better, you'll be in a position where you have exercised your talents, you've utilized you sharpened your potentials, you putting your Midas touch on things, you're getting ready, you're getting everything prepared so that when you break back out of this, you breaking back out on another level instead of remaining on the same plateau. And some of this you may have tried might be totally new to you, but you're growing your business. And like I said, you got people that's coming in contact with you. They about their business. They growing. Like attracts like. So when you break out of that mode of stagnation, remember last week for y'all, you had to break out of that mode. And once you decided to go that direction, right, it started happening for you, right? So like attracts like. So there's a bunch of people making the same push right now. And it's like you're going to come in contact with more people like that, or you're going to be spending some time with more of those people. So get used to that feeling, get used to that focus. Let me get you back to this card so you can see what it looks like, right? So, wow, when you look at this card, look, man, you got the eye. It's focused. It's locked in on a target. You could say that's in a position to be like the third eye. Again, that's like building your confidence, right? So you got the coin. You got the coin there. The eye is locked in, overlooking. It's overseeing the coin, right? You got these leaves here. Now, is that decor, or is that like the growth, right? So you got all this flowers and stuff going on, and time, 3:00 happens to have 3 on there. So let's see what the 3 is talking about for y'all real quick, right? And that's like off the top, that's like a like a godly number right there, right? It's very, very so it says 1 and 2. See? And you know what that is from like the 3 of Cups. It's like the celebration, right? So when it comes to the coin though, for the 3, it's a fascinating and diversified vibration. That's number 3 itself, right? I noticed the page of coins, but it's got a 3 o'clock on the watch. I just want to see what the 3 got going on for y'all, because let's see what it's talking about here. So qualities, or carrying the qualities of manifestation and self-expression, right? So again, if we go back to some of the frequency, your self-expression, you're going to build your confidence, and your manifestation is like you're growing some business, you grow your great potential, your Midas touch. So it's 3:00 for y'all. Maybe pay attention to 3:00 next week, whether that's 3 a.m., 3 p.m., I don't know. But 3:00 got something to do with this for y'all. A little bit more about the 3, so 1 individually under 1, right? So 0 sought to assert his individuality under 1 and felt attraction of others, 2, and now you awaken for social interaction, which is 3. 3 is the need to communicate and become involved in pure joy of living. See? So those hands coming out, it's like welcoming. You know, this is gonna be a very welcomed week for you. Long awaited. You know what I mean? You done put in a lot of work. You done been through a lot, and here it comes for you. You're gonna start to feel it accessible again this time, this week. You know, it happens to be the festivities for some of y'all. A lot's going on. Maybe looks like it's a harvest coming in there, like it was speaking about before, for your little bounty. You got some coin there focusing in the center. You got your eyes on it, your arms out, some pearls, you know. So very good time for you next week at the core. So let's get to it. Let's see what's next. What we're gonna talk about, what we're gonna focus on next is, you know, your past feelings. All right, let's get into a little bit of the past of how we got to this. Okay, so something's coming in next week, and we need to see where you were at that got you there. So give me a second here. Let me get some cards, shuffling, ruffling. You know, I'm gonna do this here. Again, I appreciate all y'all support. Look at the format. Tell me what would improve it for y'all, and we'll go from there. You know, I figured like this way you got complete transparency, so you can see everything. I don't want you to miss nothing. All right, so we got 9, we got a 5, we got a 6, it's 11, that's 20, so 2. Let's see here. 1, 2. Oh, okay. Get this on here for you. A little bit of majorness going on. Give me a second. Man, y'all great. I'm glad y'all getting to the money though. That's what this is really building up to. 2021 gonna be a good year for somebody out here. That's what I'm talking about. Shit. After all you done been through, man, you better get that. Now look at this. Look at this right here. Okay? So we got the Temperance card. Break this down for you real quick, right? With your little Midas touch ass. So, moderation. Okay? So, Genius of the Sun. Now the archetype of this was the golden mean and harmony. Okay? So I like that spinoff, right? Because the golden mean and harmony, right? Mean is MEAN on here. So what I'm looking at is the Midas touch, right? So the golden mean and harmony. So the Midas touch gonna work out for you, and it's gonna put you into a position of harmony because everything you touch turn to gold at this period of time, and you're growing your business and stuff like that. So I really like that continuation of that vibe with this card that just came out, the Temperance card here. Let me get back to showing you that amazing artwork. Again, this is the 8 coins tattoo tarot deck. So what we got going on here, also the frequency of this card, right, is actually, wow, look, the astrological point is Sagittarius, anger, and Virgo. Okay, so shout out to all the Sagittariuses out there. This is like your time anyway. You know what I mean? Y'all got some anger stuff going on. Don't, you know, let's talk about it a little bit. Let's see what happens with that. And the Virgo, I don't know, but any art is magic, alchemical marriage, right? Alchemy, marriage, magic, art, science. It's like all the same thing. So total continuation here of this vibe, because if you look here, right? If you look here where it said study your craft, okay? So where it says study your craft, and now it's saying any art is magic, alchemical marriage. So alchemy is science, art is science, science is magic, and they're all like crafts. So study your craft, right? So when they say alchemical marriage, that's like you're getting married to your game. You're getting married to your game. You see what I mean? Go back up here, you're giving hopes. The talented ones coming up. You're realizing your great potential. You starting to either see, or somebody around you starting to see the Midas touch coming out. And you putting that knowledge to use, so your confidence is booming. So your golden mean, and you're finding harmony, and that goes back to you studying your craft, okay? So all this is gonna come from you studying your craft, or have something to do with you studying your craft. So don't stop learning. All right, so let's get into some of this meaning here, because the general meaning is like thrift, retention, management, tranquility. You got peace, stability, accommodation, renewal, spiritual and physical strength. You see what I'm saying? Like we was talking about. You was tired. You was coming through a lot. Let's get that on there. You know what I mean? Clicking the wrong button. So it's a renewal period for you, right? It's a renewal. I'm gonna put after fatigue, okay? Because you've been putting a lot of work in, and now it's gonna pay off. You growing the business and the brand, right? So you got long events, constrained actions, imprisonment, restrictions, experience accumulation. So you coming out of that. You know what I'm saying? You coming out of that. You're freeing yourself. You're freeing yourself through studying your craft, while everyone's being or feeling or have the opportunity to feel in prison. You know what I'm saying? So you breaking out the cage right now of quarantine, because you're using that time to study your craft. Okay, you breaking out of the cage. Now your business is with the sword 7. All right, so some people got some 7s going on in they businesses, promo, all that good stuff. Art, beauty, homeopathology. Got a lot of stuff going on here. So long lasting relationships. Let's get back to that card. Let's take a look at that, so we can see how this all boils together here, and you put the honey in it and make some tea, right? So you got some long lasting relationships developing slowly. So these businesses that you're meeting, these people that you're meeting, right, are going to help you develop your business. So maybe you're not like meeting them for the first time, but you're gonna spend time with people that's gonna help you grow your business over time. That's what's going on. So long relationships. I'm gonna put help you develop. Period. Right. We'll see what all it is, but it could be your brand. It could be a lot of stuff going on here, but I like the fact that it says love devoted to oneself and others. So don't forget yourself, right? Because a lot of people are so busy. A lot of you are so busy helping everybody else. You easily forget to help yourself, and that's gonna become your focus, right? it's gonna be on your mind to help yourself. So remember to help yourself. Remember to take care of yourself. All right. So what else we got here, right? Limited mobility, like the health says, limited mobility, slow process, good health, slow recovery. So again, if you're coming out of this period of injury, right? And now you're moving into a period of harmony and period of growth for you, you know, this is gonna be a time where you're healing. So take advantage of your healing and your growth, and you're moving into this new situation. Now the psychological characteristics, right? It's all about consciousness. So that's self-explained, because studying your craft, you're studying your craft, right? You know, you got all that stuff going on. You're learning about this, learning about that, and that's gonna help your confidence and your consciousness all together. So helps to solve conflicts. Okay, so you got some things going on, and everybody do. So this period of time gonna help you solve the conflicts. Now it says don't waste time, right? And don't go in to useless work. So to make, if you only have a certain period of time, right? So there's only what 7 times 24, 28, 14. So you got 168 hours in a week, right? So if you got to sleep some of those hours, because some of y'all like to sleep, and anyway, what I'm saying is you got a certain amount of period of time in a week, and if you're gonna make the most of this alignment, whatever it is for you that's beaming down these rays of energy on you that's supposed to have you on your King Midas, then don't go wasting the time on useless work, right? So stay focused on your task, because whatever we focus on, we attract. So when we talk about stuff that, and think about even stuff that ain't got nothing to do with where we trying to get to, we still manifest that into our lives. We still create that reality for ourselves. And if you're a battery, this is part of why you may feel extra drained, because if you're a battery and you only got so much charge before you need to recharge, what are you spending your charge on? Okay? What are you spending your charge on? Stay focused on your task. There'll be plenty of time to play later. Like once you develop, once this manifests for you, once this takes off like a stock, you're gonna have so much time to do all the stuff you feel like you missing. Like, that's why I think this is gonna be a great week for you, because we try to get an hour here because we feel like we're missing something. Instead of just letting the hour go directly to what you working on, because once you finish it, you're gonna have what we say 168 hours a week for the rest of your life to do whatever the fuck you want. What were we crying about an hour for this week? Because it ain't nothing guaranteed tomorrow. So I would rather put the hour today to where I'm trying to get to. I want to see you in the mindset of saying this hour right now, this moment right now counts toward my goal. The hardest part of having any wisdom is constantly remaining disciplined to the knowledge. So don't feel like you need to apologize to the people you missing, because if they were trying to get to where you were trying to get to, you would naturally be together. You see what I'm saying? I thank you for your time here now. This is therapy for you and for me. Okay? It's mutually beneficial. So don't feel bad. Don't feel like you missing nothing. Every moment counts to where you try and get to. That's what I'm telling you. Let me see what else this thing. Let me see, cause this is why it's what you do when you come around me. It's what we doing. You know what I mean? I'm gonna read your comments if you got some suggestions, but this is my life. This is exactly what we be doing in my living room right now. You got an issue, you talking about something, how was your day, whatever. Oh, okay, let's break this down. There's some energy here. Let me get into the law of attraction of this. I enjoy this. All right. I hope you enjoyed it too. So look, remember, go ahead and subscribe to the new channel, because this is where this gonna be at. And we're gonna keep breaking down the knowledge and etymology here on the YNet 7. All right, let's keep going. And a Facebook group. All right, what's it called? The Tarot Files. Remember that. All right, so peace, recovery, choice of the right moment, and the affair will drag on. So that's where you at with it. And here we are again. If we were talking about the all-seeing eye, right? Look at this. Look at this alignment. The eye here, the eye there. All right, now, maybe this is like you seeing what you after here. Your core, you see where you after. Your past tense was, because this is what this is what your past feelings and attitudes toward it was, right? So this, see, you were seeing it here. You put your blood, sweat, and tears, man. I don't know if that's blood or wine, but whatever it is, you was pouring it out. Okay? You might have been having business meetings with the people, and notice how this vibration is strong here. Like, if you look at the pyramid or the triangle or whatever you want to say it is, it's shaking. It's that vibration. See, you gotta be on the same vibe, right? Once you put out, man, look, that's why these are antenna, because you broadcasting and you receiving electricity, frequencies, energy, right? Like attracts like. That's all the law of attractions talk about. Like attracts like. So whatever you in tune with, you attracting. So once this thing start resonating, that thing might be you, it might be your third eye, it might be whatever you focused on. But look, what it say? You was focusing on your craft. You was studying. You was becoming what you want. You was focusing on what you want to become, basically. All right? Stay with me here. And once you really got focused, right, and stop the distractions, because, again, whatever we focused on, we tuning into and we pulling it in. You see how I started pulling everything into it. Now, what I see in this card is, look at those light, those, is that laser, is that frequency, is that beams or something? What is that? Signal? Now the question is, are you radiating it or are you receiving it? Or is it both? Right? There you go. That's what I'm talking about. You in a vibration, you vibrating and you sending out that frequency and you receiving a like frequency and you attracting everything you focused on. So if you got 168 hours this week, what are you tuned into? That's why you here now. Because you needed this. What that, the California forest fires in the back there? I don't know. We got a little crown going on. I see the crown. So you got a small crown in the background. You got a cup pouring into another cup. And it's getting full. So this is your attitude. You know what I mean? You're on the road. You got a little path going back there. I know you can't really see it because the citrine blocking it, but you got a little path, right? A little road going over the little hills here in the bottom left. Okay? So you on that path, and you vibing. And your cup got to be full. Your cup got to be full before it can overflow. So that's why we can't be distracted and focused on other things, because the cup's not full yet. All right, so let's see what the past actions was, because you had to do something, right? You had to do something, because you getting here. I'm proud of you. So let's take a look. And we got here. So your past feelings and everything got you to this coin. All right. You got hope. You seeing your potential. Your Midas touch, right? That's the page. The page came to bring you that message. Okay. At 3 o'clock. It's 3 o'clock. Now that's what, a quarter of the way through the week. So what's that mean? Maybe it means something's gonna happen for you Tuesday or Wednesday. Pay attention. I'm not sure. You know what I'm saying? Keep your eye on the prize around Tuesday or Wednesday. It could be bountiful. Could be bountiful for you. Look at your calendar. What you got going on Tuesday? What you got on Wednesday? Maybe something gonna come up, and maybe that's gonna be the day you meet the person, or maybe that who you talking to on that Tuesday or Wednesday gonna do what it do for you. Pay attention. Pay attention. Stay focused. All right. 7, 8. 2, 3, 4. Let's see what we got going on here. Okay. All right. It's in the air. You in the air right now. Let me get this on the screen for y'all, because you got the 2 of Swords coming to you. You got the 2 of Swords coming to you. All right. Now don't get upset. We're gonna take a look at the 2 of Swords. All right. Give me a second here. Technology work. All right. Get this on the screen. 2 of Swords. So, your swords is going to be like, you ready to take some action. Man, how cool is that, right? Because we talking about your past actions, right? Let me get this here. Bop, 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 bop. Okay. And then we're going to throw it on the screen. We having a little fun with y'all tonight. There you go, right? So you got actions. It's gonna bring some change, and we back talking about some freedoms in some way, shape, or form. But it's decisions. So something great come on for you right here. Okay. Let's see what your thought process is going on with this 2 of Swords. Now the 2 of Swords is the root. We all know it's air, right? So you're dealing with the air, and again, that's changes, thought, threat, accident, operation. Okay? So now in business, you have it means sudden deterioration of affairs. Visit of the auditor, right? Tax inspection, attempt to push away from the business or market without any visible competition. Okay? What's going on with the business, y'all? So, sudden deterioration of affairs with this stuff that's came on prior to, I don't think that's a bad thing, right? From your past actions is what it was talking about. You had or maybe you failed at one business, got something going with another one, you had to study and it grew, or you separated from what was distracting you, which is what is now allowing you got you focused on your craft and studying and everything. So now you're climbing to the next level as a result of your failure to fit in. So I'm gonna put it like that. Failure to be involved with something else, right? Failure to be involved with something prior. prior to now, okay? Positioned you right to positioned you for growth and development, okay? All right, so don't feel like you lost nothing. Like I said, you don't feel like you missing anything. Don't feel like you missing anything. You know what I'm saying? What you doing is what's that saying? Incubation, right? Isolation is incubation. Okay? So hold on. Let me highlight this real quick. See, this is what it'd be like in the living room. So this the shit. As far as I'm concerned, this the shit right here. All right. This ain't no look, check this out though. Hold on. So isolation, incubation. Don't feel like you missing nothing because you start here, go back to your past feelings, right? You start putting out the frequency, the vibe. What happened was you was like, yo, maybe this is blood. Maybe that cup did spill over and you caught some of it. You know what I mean? There was some spillage, right? And it led you to say, hey, look, I need and want something better. You know what I mean? Whether that was just what everybody was going through in 2020 with the everything, and you was just like, look, man, this showed how the system got a lot of fucked up shit with it, like weaknesses and stuff where you vulnerable. Like if you got a job and the job went out of business or had to shut down because Corona, now you starting to think, damn, you know, when people say tomorrow ain't promised, it might be a little truer than I thought in 2019. So what do I do now? You started studying. You know what I'm saying? Like something pulled your failure as something prior to now. And don't take the word failure and become all depressed. It just means you learned something, right? So you had an opportunity to learn something, and that brought you to the point where you could study. Okay? So now once you got the studying and everything, you start seeing 3 o'clock, you start feeling like the Midas touch things is moving your direction and everything, right? You see that here? Okay, got the message that you doing, you hit it in the right direction. Now you like, shit. Remember, stay focused. You don't see no evil. You ain't looking no other way. You in your zen, you in the meditation, right? And you got your 2 swords. You double yielding right now, right? Cause you gotta protect where you at. Remember, that's what the stay focused is. You gotta protect where you at. So you ain't seeing nothing else right now. And if anything come at you, you cutting that shit the fuck off because you gotta stay on your path. You slicing and dicing, Ginsu up in this joint, all right? That's what you gotta be on right now. See, is that moon waxing or waning? That's how critical it is. Look at the moon. Your decisions. Remember this, the swords is about your thought process, your choices. So that moon right there, depending on how you take this, depending on your thought process, depending on how you see this and what decisions you make is going to determine if that moon is growing full or if that's just the moon that's going left and that's all you got left and it's going to keep depleting. Okay? So your relationships situation with this, it says taken by surprise, afflicted with the shade of conflict, might be fortunate, tumultuous. You see? So I think that go back to that moon just now. Shade of conflict. See, that is it waxing or waning? Your choice, your thoughts determine that. That's the shade of conflict, because the conflict in your mind gonna determine if that shade grows and puts you in the darkness, or that shade shrinks and you remain in the light and get brighter. You see what I'm saying? And it's like rays coming from how in that if you look at the top of there, like, you know, around where the shaded moon part is, you know, you gotta ask yourself, there's rays coming from behind the shaded area, which is abnormal, right? That kind of means something back there glowing, and all you gotta do is believe or know that it's there, and the shade, you can get around that shade. People gonna throw shade at you, trying to block your shine, but your shine's still there. You see what I'm saying? Look at the sky. It's got some clouds in there, but is the clouds leaving or they coming in? This is your thought process. This is your choice. What you choose is going to determine if that's clouds, those clouds are coming in or are they leaving out. It's like the door is cracked. You got the door cracked. Now who you inviting in? And I like the blindfold on, because that's inside yourself. These are conversations you gotta have with your heart. You gotta go inside you and decide what's going on. So listen, the advice here is listen to the helping voices from the outer. Possible troubles. Listen to the voices of others. So that fits with the blindfolds. You see what I'm saying? Now, are those going to be the voices? Are those going to be the voices of the people you meeting next week on Tuesday and Wednesday? Or is that going to be the voices of, like, for those that feel like the ancestors is in there communicating with you? You know, are you going to hear from them? Maybe you didn't meet the people, but maybe you're watching something on TV, on YouTube or something. Maybe you could learn from someone else's mistakes. Right? Pay attention, stay focused, and it'll all make sense to you. It'll make sense to you. Remember, it's your choice. The clouds coming in. Is that a storm brewing? It's going to be some change, and apparently it's going to be sudden. Or it's going to appear to be sudden. But you got to decide that, okay? You decide the outcome. Know that you're in control. Know that you're in control. Go inside yourself and just know that you're in control of the situation. You're in control of the situation. Mind over matter. And matter is all around you. That's all that matters, right? Where are you trying to get to? If it don't serve you, you ready to cut it off next week. Now the question is that going to be for a short term or a long term? You know? How long you going to remain disciplined? You know, she looked like, and just because you see a chick with brown hair and you like, I don't got brown hair, you know, none of that matters. Just know that represents something to you. Whether it's you, somebody else that you in conflict with, whatever. Maybe you in conflict with them and they got their sword on and they don't even see you and they just in they zen like Buddha out here. You know what I mean? Midas touch. They touching it, turn to gold. Look, the moon turning to gold on them. See what I'm saying? All right. Let's see. Now you got all your background. We got all the background. We know what your actions were, your thoughts were. We know what the core of the issue is for next week. Let me see what you're ready to do right now about it, because we got some change popping off here. That's what the sword's about. The sword's all about change. You can't have. There's action in every satisfaction. So let's see what we got going on here. Talk to me. Talk to me. All right, we got a 4. Okay. That's what I'm talking about right there. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, let me get this shot for you here. So what you got, right, for the right now is the 10 of Cups. And I know you like 10s. I know you like your 10s. I'm not even gonna pretend to not know that you ain't all about the dimes. You know what I'm saying? You all about the dimes. The dime to get you that coin. The dime get you that what y'all feel like happy relationship. You know, y'all be after them dimes. The ching, to ching, to ching. Looking like a bag of money. So here's what you got here, right? Now this dime is about the cups. Okay? So it's emotion, love. That's what we talking about here. Your self-love. Remember, your self-confidence is booming. So that's gonna perk up your self-love. And once you really start to fall in love with yourself, right? You put yourself in a position where per the normal common sense of, I'm gonna say normal, per the common usage of the word love, you know, you look lovable to others, right? But you gotta fall in love with yourself. All right. So let's see what the 10 of Cups is talking about, because you know we had to fill up them cups, right? You pour it into yourself. Let's see here. Where was that? All right. You put the signal out. You did you know what I mean? Shine the bat light up in the sky. You put the vibration out. You know what I'm saying? And you pour it into yourself, what you needed. You know, you was focused. Then once it came, you got protective. You went inside yourself, and now you're pushing. You're pushing the shade out the way. You're pushing the shade out the way. I want to see you pushing the shade out the way. If not, you're bringing the shade into your life. This is a pivotal moment for you this week. What you decide is going to determine, remember, if that shade's coming in or you pushing it out. So it looks like you're pushing it out because you wind up with the 10 of Cups. And the 10 of Cups, the name for the 10 of Cups is the Lord of perfected success. Okay, so you're going to be in a time of great happiness. That's what's going on for you right now. All right, so that defines what's going on here for you. You're pushing this out. So remember, it was dark. That means that it was almost completely dark, if not very dark, in your life very short time ago. But you're pushing out the shade, and this is what's going on for you now. Or you have pushed it completely out. That's probably more like it, because look at that picture. That picture is totally the opposite of this. You got the little rainbow. So matter of fact, the clouds were leaving. That defines it for us. The clouds were leaving, and after clouds leave, sometimes it's because it just rained, and now they're clearing out. The darkness is clearing out. The sun's coming back out, and now you have a rainbow. And maybe this back here, right? Where was it? Remember the little road? Was it? Maybe it wasn't the road. Maybe it was the river here. The flow. Okay? But see, there go the clouds being pushed out. I like that. You're in a time of happiness. Time of stability in all fields. Look at the fields, the hills. What you growing? What's your harvest? Remember from earlier, whatever you focus on, your track. So now, I want you to know that again. It's always the perfect day. So what's gonna happen is, I still got this thing where I think this is two ways. So I don't want the people that's going through something right now to feel like they're left out. What it is that no matter what you're going through right now, it's so that you can get here. And sometimes we gotta let go of stuff, or we gotta go through stuff because it's setting us up to get here. So I got this saying that it's always the perfect day. People that know me know that. And it's because, sometimes you don't understand why something happens, but when you look back on it 2 years, 2 months, 2 weeks later, you're like, I'm so glad it happened like that, because. So why is this perfect for you? Whatever it is that you're experiencing next week, whatever it is, the people that you're meeting, that you're around, the conversations that you're paying attention to, the voices that you hear might be in your head, but that's okay. Talk to them. If you gotta with yourself, do that. Have that conversation because it's needed. And if you feel like somebody might talk about you, fuck them. And if you feel that bad about it, your confidence need to be up. But if you do, just go to the bathroom or wait till you get home and do that with yourself. It's all right. So it's always the perfect day, right? Gray have let me get this on the screen for you. Man. So it's always the perfect day. All right. Great times. Although it may or may not appear to be so. Now, the catch-22 to that is, guess what the catch-22 to that is? And this is why you need to get down with the law of attraction and totally understand that whatever we focus on, we attract. Because the catch is, remember when I was saying that whatever your decision is here, you could be pulling in the shade or pushing it out. So on the flip side of the coin, we understand that it could go perfect, and that's good. But I think there's somebody out there, there's a couple people out there that need to hear this part, because what you got to understand is, if you pull in the shade, if you keep asking for the shade, then the darkness is going to be your perfection of your request. See, because whatever you focused on, it's like you praying for it. So you can't pray for the accident and then complain that it was accidental, or feel like the accident wasn't the perfection of your request. You see, so it's still gonna be the perfect day. That's why this moment here is the critical pivotal point on your pivot. Be on your pivot in the box. Elijah wine. You know what I'm saying? All right. So let's see what else we got here. Let's get back to the 10 of Cups, right? I really think that for the majority of us, this is a filling up. You're filling up. You poured in a lot of work. You've done it all. The clouds is parting. They're leaving. The sun's coming back out. It's a great time. 2020 was rough, but you've mastered some things that's going to help you get through and actually be even better and stronger if and when we ever get out of this situation. So well-regulated business is what the Ten of Cups is talking about. So trade in liquid, natural resources like gasoline, gas, great income, every kind fortune. See, so you put in the work, like I said earlier, and now you're getting to the point where you're reaping the benefits. And so this is your homestead, it's your home here, and that river is the flow. Let's say that might just be the flow. That's your flow. Your flow flowing right now. You see what I mean? All right. So business flow flowing. Let it flow. You earned it. So the health is great. If minor complaints, then they end good. You know what I'm saying? So if you got a little pain, little cough, little whatever, you know, don't think that it's that global thing. You know what I mean? Just get your vitamins and minerals up. Stay focused on what you want. Remember, hold on. Where's it at? Bam, put that vibration, whatever you focused on. You know what I mean? So just focus on being healthy again, and boof. You know what I mean? You'll find yourself at the grocery store, at vitamin shop, getting you some lysine, you know what I mean, or whatever. I don't know. I'm not writing you a prescription, but I'm just saying, you know what I mean, you might wind up with some multivitamins. You know what I mean? You might be getting your zinc up, your garlic in you. You know what I'm saying? You might be doing some stuff like that. You know what I mean? I don't know. You might just be wondering where it came from. You wasn't into this stuff 2 months ago. So you're spreading peace, and the advice is go to visit relatives and come back to your roots, which you can pick up the song Roots on everywhere online. Shameless plug. Okay, so happiness, the warning. Here go the warning, right? The warning of this card, Ten of Cups, is happiness is never without the clouds. And the result is everything will be good as in a fairy tale. So remember, you got to go through the storm. You got to go through the storm. Don't run from the storm, go through the storm. You know what I'm saying? For those people out there, when you first started working out, I know you couldn't breathe, because I go smoke and not work out for however long, and then go try to run a mile or do 50 jumping jacks and 100 squats. You know what I'm saying? 3 minutes a long time when you ain't trained for it. You know what I mean? So trust me, I know. All right, so but once you go through that pain, right, it gets easier. You training. What you training for right now? Remember, you studying your craft. What you focused on? Because whatever you touch right now in this period of time is turning to gold for you. King Midas. You got the Midas touch. So be careful what you wish for, because whatever you focus on, you're gonna attract. You've been wanting some attention, and that you think you need to talk about this or do that so that you can get the attention. And then what the trick is going to be, it's going to fool you, because once you do that, you're going to get bombarded with this attention. You're going to be like, wow, okay, this is the lick. This is what I need to do right here. So you're going to keep trying to do that, but you're going to fail to realize that you're in a period of time where no matter what you do, you're going to get the attention. So now the question is, are you cheating yourself? Okay. Are you cheating yourself trying to appeal to others? Or are you appealing to yourself? So that's the battle of the darkness of the moon and the shade right there. In another metaphor. You see, that's whatever you do right now, you're gonna get attention. So don't be fooled into thinking that you discovered what people like, and this is how you gotta keep going. If you may have been focusing or distracted or been on the wrong thing, and now you think you gotta kind of like keep doing this to, like, you know, build up that vibe from these people. Those people may be the wrong vibe from where you really trying to get to, and you could be pulling yourself off path. That could be dangerous. So just stay focused on what you want, because whatever you do right now, you're gonna get those people to respond to that. So make sure that whatever it is you're doing or focused or talking about or thinking about or watching or YouTubing, you know what I'm saying, is about what you're trying to be about, and not about you trying to fit in with people that are on something. Oh, hold on. The Sun card. Y'all already know what time it is. See, it just said I'm gonna hop out here. I already know what time it is. It's my time to shine. Let me come out and talk to the people. The Sun card wanted to come out. Man, this is what you needed right now. I'm glad you're here. Give me a second. Let me put this on the screen for you. You already know the format. You already know what we gotta do. Cause this is what you needed right here. Motherfucking Sun card. Hold on. Okay. That's this one. Man, this is a great read. This is a great session. This is therapy. This is what we're gonna do right now. It's therapy. It's great session. We're doing process experiential theory. All right, process experiential therapy. All right, so your present feelings and everything and ideas is what we on right now, right? So the Sun card, I mean, you can only have growth if you the Sun, right? Things is gonna grow around you. I mean, but let's see what we talking about here. So the old name of this card was Bright Light. All right, so before we even get into it, you see the move right here. So let's go back to this, right? Got focused. See, look, check it out. You was looking, and is that a pinnacle or is that the sun? You're in the clouds. Your eyes in the cloud. It's in the cloud, right? It's not blue, totally blue sky there. It look like it could be cloud. You seeing through the cloud, through the fog, and you like, yo, got my monocle on, and man, I'm going to be about this coin, or I'm going to be about this light, because that coin got a little glow to it. So, you know, the light gets you to the coin. So either way, it's bright, shiny, reflective thing going on there. That's what you was focused on. And then you knew what time it was. It was 3 o'clock. It was time for you to manifest some shit. And you got moving, and then you put your protection on, and you cleared out the darkness, and you moved out the clouds, right? And then boom, you know, the clouds is going on the horizon. You starting to see the little rainbow, everything looking good. You know what I'm saying? You feeling good. You got everything you ever asked for, you feel like. And then bam. Now you got full sunshine. Everything's growing. Right? Let's see here. Kingdom of Light. That's what you got popping off right now. Okay? Now, that's your present feeling, so that's what it feel like. I can see clearly now, the rain is gone. Right? So, that's where we at with this. So, astrological point, of course, would be the sun. It's the god of pleasures and riches going on, right? Get that up in here. Pleasure and riches. That's how we gonna do it. This is how we do it here on the Tarot Files. This is the Tarot Files. Okay? It's like code name Operation. You see what I'm saying? This Operation the rain is gone. You see what I mean? That's what you on right now. You on Operation The Rain Is Gone. You clearing shit out. You cut it off. You about to shine. You about to shine. So you in that pleasure and riches. All right. So it's material wealth, fortune and happiness, marriage. Remember, you're married to the game. Don't get married to the wrong thing. You see what I'm saying? Because whatever you focus on, your track. So your word is bond, right? So whatever you bonded to, man, you married to. So make sure your thoughts is right. All right. So it's gonna look like luck, clearing up, open actions. Okay. The emergence of new opportunities, the influx of energy, right? Emergence of new opportunities. Remember what you've been looking for. You've been working on your situation. You've been studying your craft, so you're gonna recognize things that you didn't notice before, because now you can see clearly now that the rain is go right? You see where we going with this? This your week. This the 23rd through the 29th for you. Pay attention to Tuesday or Wednesday, 3 o'clock, something going on. All right? Keep your ears open. Conversations around you. It didn't say look. Remember, it didn't say look. Remember, boom. Forget what you see. Forget what you see. What do you hear? What do you feel? What do you smell? Right? Give me a second here. Let me get these notes for you. Hold on. Let me let you see the notes. Right? Because seeing is believing. I need you to see this. So your present feeling and ideas is all pleasures and riches, new opportunities. You immersed in it, right? You went through it and cleared out the clouds. Now, in business, you know what I'm saying, and at work, you're going to be abound in the market. It's going to be a gold rush. Does that not fit with what was going on earlier? King Midas, with your Midas touch hands. Everything you touch turned to gold. Guess what? It's going to be a gold rush. That only makes sense. Festivities, prestige, relaxation, horse trade. Horse trade, man. What you gotta get some new whips? You gotta get some new cars. You gotta make your own investments. I ain't gonna tell you what to get. All right, so as far as your relationships, man, you know, they got kindness, warmth, reconciliation, forgiveness, self-sufficiency, trust, wish to show oneself, and though it is empty, however, it is attracting attention. So remember, it wasn't there before, and whatever you do, you're going to get the attention. So basically, you grade Tupac, all eyes on you. I'm gonna make sure it's for the right reasons. All right. And the warning is, don't overestimate your power. Hold on. So what? All right. So the characteristics, right? Check this out. Psychological characteristics is the reveal of the real I. Consciousness, and it's the reveal of the real I. Person who, no matter what, will reach his goal. Individuality. So you grade B, Eminem. Because this is who you really were all this time, but you didn't know, and the people around you didn't know because you were fighting a storm. And if you look at, who a runner like Bolt, Usain Bolt, right? Let me put this in perspective for you. And I know he may not be the current world record holder. I don't know. It depends on when you're watching this. I don't know. Don't fault me for that. Stop judging people. But let's say Usain Bolt. He holds title world records for fastest man, right? Go. But what happens if you take him off the track and put him in the mud? You see what I'm saying? So when Usain Bolt running through the mud at the bottom of a jungle, tripping over roots and getting shoes stuck in the mud, coming off in the middle of a stride, he not gonna perform as good as he will when you put him back on the track. See, a lot of y'all judging people performance right now. A lot of people were judging you because they didn't realize you were stuck in the mud for a moment in stride, and they was like, you look like slow-mo, but they didn't realize you was in the mud. See, the thing was, the whole time they was only a few steps ahead of you, but they was running on the concrete. They was running on the dry ground. And see, you were only a few steps behind them, but you were battling the mud. So they whole time talking about you didn't realize that once you get out the mud, you gonna fly past them because it's gonna be so much easy for you. You was keeping up with them going through the mud while they had smooth sailing. So your self-confidence, remember, picks up once you realize you done took that first step out the mud and you on solid ground, and now you bring that other leg out and oh shit, you great Usain Bolt. You see what I'm saying? That's why you feeling great right now. Okay. They great see the real you. They great see the real you. They thought they knew the real you. You thought you knew the real you. Maybe you didn't even realize your own. It just said, it just told you to basically, that's why you're getting confident. Now, try to set to work with optimism and joy to life. See, because now you're gonna feel good. So you revealing the real you. Don't overestimate your power is the warning. All right? So don't be naive, commonplace, or carefree. Don't get sunburned. Giddiness with achievements and greediness. Okay? So when you first step out the mud, right? Don't know that you gotta take a couple strides. Take the time to take a couple strides so that you can get the feeling of that new stroke. You know what I'm saying? Because now you're gonna have a new push. You know what I mean? You could, it'd be real easy for you to trip up and fall because now the ground beneath you feel different. You know what I'm saying? So take the time to get acclimated to your new environment. I'm gonna put don't be too confident. Enjoy the level that you on. In between the level you get into. All right. So, and then the result is liberation from the dark, darkness defeat, full realization of personality, and total safety. You see what I'm saying? So that's what's going on. See? Man, you got the clouds out the way. Bam, there they are. They leaving. Now you and your peoples, whoever that is for you, you and your peoples out there like, look, babe, I told you, you know, this is what it, or maybe you're not saying nothing because y'all already knew and you just like, yeah, we survived that shit, like we always do. You always survive it, don't you? You gonna pull through. You gonna pull through. You know you gonna do it. You know you gonna do it. And then this rain is gone. The sun's out. Now things is growing for you. Bountiful. The harvest is coming in plentiful. Right? So let's see where this is headed. Now that the sun out, got some things growing. You know, went through some change. I mean, you should be about to get some coins, right? Maybe we're ready to talk about some more coins, but the coins was on your mind, so you've done everything to put yourself in position to get it. I mean, everything's great. You're feeling good. Life is good right now. You had to go through the clouds to get there. Don't be afraid of the clouds, okay? All right, let's see what we got here. Look at that. Midas touch. Look at that gold. Is that the same gold? It's gold. Golden in the center. Everything you touch turn to gold. Look at that. Face confidence. And then there go that 3 again. You got 3 sunflowers around you. Let's see. Let's go back to 3. Because what was that about? What was the rest of 3? Shit. 3 done came up again. What's in here? Look, so through its exuberant response to life, 3 bestows sunny radiance and enthusiasm upon all. Everybody seeing you glowing. Look, 3 is the extrovert whose personal magnetism, right, draws others and inspires them to expand and grow. So people seeing your growth, people seeing you coming out the clouds, coming out the fog, you made it through. Now they feeling confident too. Your self-confidence is up. Their self-confidence grows too. Remember what I said earlier? You start to love yourself. Now you become lovable. That's what that 3 came back around for you for. Hold on, let's see where this is going though. This is great. This is great. This is great. You know, the holidays there, right? Your holidays, you know what I mean? You got festivities. I don't celebrate any holidays, but if that's what you do, then that's what you do. But I'm thinking if you're gonna be around, you know, you're gonna be around friends and family, possibly a little more, you know, so you come in a little extra confident. They like, oh, what's you used to be in the clouds in the fall, used to be down. What's up? And then you gonna be like blah 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 blah. And then they gonna be like, damn man, maybe I could do the same thing. So it's infectious. See, this is a different type of virus. The virus of positivity. Go ahead and spread it. Spread that shit. All right. Get everybody on the Midas touch. All right, what we got here? We got a 5, 1, 11, 5, 3, 1, 5. All right. Here we go. You got another message. Another message for you. What we got going on here? Let's see what this message is talking about. Let me get the camera up here. Hold on a sec. Maybe I should let you see that. Do it like that. Do it like that instead. There you go. All right. Give me a second. Let me get this on the screen for you. Because the Page of Cups, you know what you're dealing with. Again, you're back to your love of self, self-confidence, right? Right? We just asked for where this is going. You just wanted to know where this is going, right? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. And that's the Page of Confidence. Look at that little fish. You know what I'm saying? Little flower. Page of Confidence. My bad. Page of Cups. All right. So let's see here. Self-love, family interactions. You know, all this stuff going on. You know what I mean? Maybe dealing with some Cancers, some Scorpios, some Pisces. You know what I mean? The Page of Cups again it's a water. So that's all about the flow. You know, the fish is in the water. You swimming. The fish is swimming in the water. You in the flow. What it say? The flow. Remember this one? The flow is bountiful. Now you swimming in it. All right, let's see what we got here. The psychological characteristics for the Page of Cups is a person forming own emotions. So now you in control of your own feelings. You know what I'm saying? You're not controlled by the environment telling you how you should feel. Excuse me. You're not in the you're not depressed. You know what I'm saying? Like you got your mind right. You're attracted. You filled up your cup. Boom. You saw what you saw. Eyes on the prize. You went into the joint. You pushed everything out around you. You got rid of all of that. The cups came full. Cause remember you was pouring into them, right? So you started filling up multiple cups. Now you got 10 cups. Now the sun out shining. The clouds is gone. And now you in control of yourself. You swimming through the flow, right? Is able to write poems, man. You got stories coming up. You're in the art now. You can't create art when you distracted and stressed out. Sometimes for some people, it's gonna affect your ability. So whatever your craft is that you were studying, that's your art. Remember we said they all the same thing. Whatever your science is, whatever it is that you into. So now you're gonna be you're interested in art and you know you're gonna become attractive, whether that's your work because your product now is coming out, people are enjoying it, it's moving, it's causing the flow of the product, it's causing the coins to come into your life, that's causing you to have the freedom to do what you want to do. All of that feeling is bubbling up inside, and so the events is a minor feast, right? A minor feast, present, and white lies, right? So be aware of the white lies. You should, you know, who's not grown enough to tell the truth about everything? I don't know, you know, but some people aren't. Maybe your presence at the minor feast is gonna cause others to feel like they need to tell little lies to be in harmony with what you got going on because your growth, and then maybe not judge them on it because they're going to tell a little lie, and then they're going to try to maybe that's going to catapult them into actually trying to become. Maybe they're speaking it into existence. So maybe it's not a lie, even though you know it's not true, but they're trying to practice what you're into, like the law of attraction. They want to speak it into existence, and there's no goal too high for you to focus on. So that might go around. That might be happening during your little feast. Don't crucify nobody for having goals and dreams. Okay. So in the business, it's gonna be minor creative projects, filming in a commercial, possibly. It's definitely gonna be some good income for minor business. Now, when they say good income in minor business, I think I see that being as your value has gone up. So let me put this in the notes for y'all. Where this is going is your value is increasing or has increased. Less, you're getting more for less now. You're getting more for less now because this is going to the point where you get more for less effort, not because you haven't put in the even more quality work or made even a better product or better design or what have you. It's because, you know, I like to say this to people. Something that I learned is when you bill people for a service or something, right, or something you're doing for them, you know, stop thinking about charging them by the hour or charging for the hour of your time, because you feel like I'm worth this much for me to do this work for an hour. This is what I want. I want $100 an hour. That's what I charge. That's my fee. In reality, you're thinking about completing that project to take you 5 hours. You're like, okay, that's going to be $500. Or maybe you charge $50 an hour and you're like, okay, it's going to take me 10 hours to do that. So $500. You know what I mean? What you got to realize is it didn't take you, let's say, 10 hours to do that. It took you 20 years to be able to do that in 10 hours. So your value is going up because now what you can do in 10 hours, it took you 20 years to get there. So people are trying to, remember, they're running on the concrete, you were running through the mud, remember? So they thought they were so far ahead of you. They didn't realize that you were just going through some shit. And once you got your mind right and everything clear sailing again, you know, it took you 20 years, but what you're going to be able to do in the same time as them is so much greater. It's going to appear that you're able to get so much more for what appears to be less effort now, because you're not running through the mud anymore. Now you on the track with bulk. You see what I'm saying? You where you work stuck in the pop. You know, you see what I'm saying? Now you just like, you know what I mean? You flying now. You swimming like the fish through the flow. All right. So the relationship, suggestion to close closer the relationship. Longer, there is more inertia in the relationship and common interest. So again, you're gonna be around people that's about the same thing as you. And if you got, you know, if a car was stuck, you know, if you got one person, they can push it. But if you got 4 people, you know how much more faster you can push that joint, and then they can pop the clutch and it'll, you know what I'm saying? But the more people you got to push that, the easier it is, and the faster you go, and the more momentum you gain. So that's what's going to happen. That's where this is going. Okay, so you got the people, you ready to get that, you ready to build that momentum, and you're gonna take off. So the health is normal. The advice, coincidentally, with this being for next week, the advice is organize a little feast. You can't make this stuff up. So don't give up for seduction. So keep focused. That's the key of the message. And the result is going to be receipt of little amenities and presents. So you're going to get some gifts and some rewards. You know what I mean? Because your focus is going to pay off. That's where this is going. So let's get you some advice, and then let's get you on your way, because you got a lot to do next week. You got a lot to do. Look at all the stuff you ready to do. You ready to come out the rain, come out the storm, go into the sun. Man, you cut people off. You getting with the right people. You getting with you on that right vibe. You feeling that energy. You drinking from the right cups. You filling up other cups. You got cups in storage. You know what I'm saying? Don't listen to the ones that tell you don't drink the Kool-Aid, man. They ain't drinking the same Kool-Aid as you. They got a different flavor, and they poison. They think they poison is the same thing you drinking. You know what I mean? But your cup ain't got poison in it, so you can drink up all day and fill up some more all day long. They trying to tell you based on their perspective, but remember, they ain't see the real you. But when the real you pop out, you know what I mean? They still ain't gonna see you because you're gonna fly by them and you're gonna be going with the wind, going with the water, and you going with the flow, and then they're gonna be wondering what happened. But you ain't worried about that because you was just focused on your goals the whole time, and you had to overcome some hurdles. You know what I mean? But you gonna get there. You gonna get there. You gonna shine, son. You gonna King Midas. Everything touch and turn to gold. You need to know this next week. This is right around the corner for you. Remember, pay attention to Tuesday and Wednesday. Them threes is popping up for you all next week. So watch out for them threes. They something about 3. All right. Get this last card out here for y'all. Remember, go ahead and subscribe. Join the group on Facebook, the Tarot Files. Give the YouTube channel like a 24 hours to do its thing or whatever, and subscribe to that. I'll put the links to the channel in the description. After the live, I'll go on and make the edits for you. But yeah, you gotta do your thing. So remember though, whatever you focus on, you attract. So it's very important that during these next few days, you focus on becoming the light if that's the direction you want to go. And if for some reason you wind up in the dark, know that that's part of the journey. And maybe there's something your perfection is that you got to be there right now to do something. All right. But I think most of you is going to become the sun and shine, because here was a tell-all right here. So let's see what we got here. We got a 6, a 1, a 1, a 9. So that's going to be a 9. 6, a 1, 1, 1, 6, and 3, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4. 7. Another message. Another message. Let's see here. Hold on a second. Let me get this on the screen for you. A lot of messages this week. But see, you needed that though. Actually, it told you. It like, what is it, right? You told you earlier to listen to the other voices, like not your own. That's why you're getting all these messages. Wow. Wow. All right, hold on a second. Because I know you want to know what this is about. So let me show you what it looked like here. So here go your Page of Swords, right? So again, you already know the swords. You're talking Aries, got decisions, okay? So this is the advice for you. It's about them decisions, all right? Your thought processes. It's gonna be action. Remember, there's action in every satisfaction, right? Write that down. Write that down so you remember it. It's something I repeat to myself all the time, right? And it's gonna bring change. See, even in this picture, she coming out the little clouds. She coming out the clouds, and then there's birds. It's like the Noah's Ark story. You know, you went through the storm, and then you saw the birds. Look, there's birds in the background, so everything's clearing up. Let's see what we're talking about here. So the psychological characteristics, the smart one, observant person, spy, right? I think we saw this recently, or reading that, or in a session I did with somebody. This came up. So it's been kind of popular lately because observation is part of knowledge. Now the blindfold is off. You see? So you can see now. Information gathering and structuring, tracing. Now, again, on a relationship, there could be some mistrust. Again, there's some people there. Maybe them white lies, something like that. So be careful of that. Solve the question, gather information, and then here you go. You're going to become a resource. You see what I'm saying? So all that flow, that natural gas, that gasoline, remember that stuff, that flow? Now you're a resource. So you can come through the clouds, put in all the work. She looked a little, the person looks a little worn. Remember, you had to fill up, but you're okay. You're okay. What's that little red on the shoulder? Is that a bruise? Is that, you know what I mean? Maybe a little bruised up. Got a little makeup on, or is that, what's going on? You've been through a lot, but you made it out alive. Tight grip on that sword too. All right, but the flowers, the birds, everything's great, and the storm is behind you. See how the clouds and everything is behind her. It's behind you. So that's where you're going. But at the same time, don't be too trusting, because the clouds are always around you. Like the streets is always watching. So at any moment, if you lose focus on what you doing, it could all collapse back on you. And that makes me think about this right here. See, when you radiating and that magnetic field comes out of you, and you broadcast a dome, you broadcast yourself a little air pocket, a bubble, your space, the clouds and stuff is sitting on the outside of that bubble, outside of what you radiate, and you're pushing that, you're holding your space. The moment you get distracted and go, it all collapse. Like, what was that movie? It was not what I was thinking, but use The Matrix, when Neo held all the bullets, like, and they were just sitting there, and he was focused on them stopping him. And the moment he thought about something else, even though it might have been the right next thought or in the movie that was, but the moment he thought about something else, they all fell. It collapsed. The energy, his hold on them was gone. So as long as you stay focused on what you want, you're gonna remain in that space. Okay, this is your advice. As long as you stay focused on what you want, you're gonna remain in that space. But the moment you give in to seduction, what you built could come crashing down. So that's your next week. That's the 23rd to the 29th for y'all. Remember, go catch the tarot files. Join the group on Facebook and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Share them links. Get everybody involved. Grow the channel. Everybody can learn something from anybody. So the group, I kind of want people to participate. You know what I mean? So whether you know a little bit or a lot, whether you just got questions, I mean, come there. Come to the group. Enjoy. Network. Ask questions. People in the group may have answers, comments, grow. That's what it's gonna be about. You know what I'm saying? Alright, it's Pasha Pyro. This is YNet 7, but we taking this to the tarot files. Like I said, join the group, join the YouTube channel. Thank you for tuning the replay.